Hello and welcome back to All the Gear, Some Idea. Right, a bit different. Today we've got a Peugeot 2008 for a tow bar. I've fitted a few tow bars, never to a Peugeot, so I've got no idea how you do it. But we'll give it a go and see how we get on. Okay, so I haven't got my other tripod, so we're going to play it this way. So you see there's there, a little bit of tape coming off, another one back there. They need to be pulled off, and I also believe this has to be pulled off, but we're going to start with those two, and there should be a square hole and a round hole. So there you go, there's a square hole and a round hole. You pull that off. And then there's another one further back here. Pull that one off too. Once again, square and round hole. And then you should have these two that then feed up in through. So I'm not going to be able to do it while recording, but I'm going to be able to give you a pretty good. I'm not going to do it while recording, but hopefully a pretty good idea. So we're going to feed that in there, like so, and then as it comes along, it should then sit and come up but into this bit here. But I'm not going to do that while I've got one hand being taken because I don't want to drop it into the chassis. So I'm going to turn it off and I'll show you. Right, so what I've done is I've just put the two bolts where they need to go on this side so you can actually see where they are. So what I've had to do is as I slid, grab a screwdriver, show you for the camera. Right, as I slid it through that hole there, it came too far along. So I used a little screwdriver to push back on these bits and then it popped into place. So I've just put the screws in there to make sure they're lined up when I have to put the plate on. Okay, so next is this bit here. It's another sticker that then reveals a bolt hole. And you should have a right angled bracket, which is here, and that's going to go onto that. So I'm going to get this plate mounted up, and then hopefully I'll do the other side. There we go. So this bolted up. It's tight there, and those two there are tight. So just need to repeat the same on the other side, stickers off and all that jazz. Right, that's the other side on as well. So now we've just got to put the bar in. That was a bit of a struggle, but it's in. Right, I've already fast forwarded that because that was a bit of a struggle. However, it is in. All I have to do is remove two T30s at the bottom and this clip. It does say to remove all the clips. I've probably made it harder for myself. However, it is now in. I just now need to line it up, put the bolts through, tighten it, and then that's the tow bar actually in. Then we need to look at the wiring. And we'll get to that bit when we get to that bit. I'm not going to jump ahead. So let's get the tow bar bolted, the actual bar bolted in now. So it's fitted, it's in, it's all bolted up. A little bit fiddly getting in. I don't know if I'm going to cut the footage out or not. So now we've got to fit these brackets. So what we're going to do is bolt these up and then I will come back because, like I say, I haven't got the facilities for that big man to do the old recording while I'm doing it. So let's do that now. Right, so that is now tight and tight. So it does say in the instructions you've got to cut the bumper out. I think it's like a minimal amount. But if you push it up, it's mid. So I'm not going to cut the bumper. I'm going to put the actual ball in and then pull that down so it sits nicely. As I don't see the point in cutting the actual bumper. So just make it so you can actually see what I'm doing. Yeah. Throw it out of the way. Right, so now you can see what I'm doing. This is the swan neck, well, it's kind of a swan neck. And then on this side, you've got a spacer, and on this side, you've got a spacer, and on this bit, you've got where your Towbar electrics go into it. I haven't put any of that through yet, as I haven't got the instructions for that. Not too fast. It won't be a massive problem. Just need to find the grommet that the wiring goes through to. So, the only thing that's going to be a slight struggle is lining all this up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by going on the back one. Hopefully you can still hear me. Then we need to feed this in. Okay, so I'm sure I just got that on camera. The way I've had to do it so far is one bolt is through the back down here. One bolt's through the back down there, and the other bolt's now coming back through this way. And that then means that these black spacers kind of fit. So now what I need to do is knock this bolt through slightly, pull this one back out slightly, so I can then put each spacer where they need to go. And fingers crossed, it will work. Hurrah. So there you go, that one's now in on this side. So we need to do is slide this one here out, and then we need to knock that one back up. Turn up a little bit more. There you go. I like to have it so that they're either way, so that way the tension's across them both. That one's on. And that one started too. So that is the Towbar essentially fitted. Just need to tighten these bolts up. And that is the Towbar itself fitted. I know the bumper doesn't look too great, but at least if they want to take it off and sell it, the bumper's not damaged. And it's not got the screws underneath it yet holding it in. So that's something else we've got to do. And we've got to obviously do the electrics, which are here. There's a bag of stuff somewhere. Cool, right. Screwdriver, and we're probably going to use some grips. can't bother to go and get an 8mm. That one's done anyway. That one's done. So is that one? Sweet, right. There's something else we've got to fit. Where's that guy? Off. There we go. So now it's just a case of the wiring. Should be a pain, I reckon. There's a lot to do with both sides. Anyway, I'm going to have a break and I'll be back. Right, as you can see, it's all back together. You can't quite see the tow bar there, so if I just do that, there you go. So you can now see tow bar's fitted. So the actual mechanical side of it, with the nuts and bolts, pretty straightforward. The electrical side of it, if you know what you're doing, straightforward. If you don't know, it could be a challenge. The reason why I haven't actually put in any footage of doing the wiring is because I've had to go out twice and get bits that I need. So the kit that we ordered didn't come with the relay box. They wanted me to just splice it straight into the lights. That won't work with this because it's got cobalt monitoring and all that sort of stuff. So it's just going to stop the light from working essentially. It came with a little like sound buzzer thing. I don't know where I put it. It's around here somewhere. And essentially the little sound buzzers widens the indicators so that it has to beep when it's working. For an old car, something that's not modern, this is 2013 I believe, then it becomes a bit more complicated. Like I say, if it was an older car and it just had straight what you'd do, it'd be a lot more simpler. But unfortunately not on this. So it may be that your car is different to this one. Your car may have tow bar prep. It may have power in the boot that you could use. This one, however, has nothing in the boot that's got any sort of power whatsoever. So I've had to run a wire from the front of the car all the way to the back. All the seals have been off inside the car. The wire's been put through and it's come up. And the actual control box is now in that area there. If you do happen to order one without the control box, the relay bypass thing, you can a smart logic relay is £40 from Halfords. Had it in stock. Obviously, it's been fitted now. So it all works. I'm going to show it working. Like I say, the wiring is going to be vehicle dependent. You may have a car of a higher spec that has some sort of tow bar prep that you could use. You can even, it just depends what kit you get. I don't want to be showing people how to do stuff if it's going to be different car to car. And I was sort of running out of time, having to go out and come back again. My phone went flat. There's loads of bits to it. Anyway, I'll just show that it works. Okay, so we're going to go through and test the lights. So that should be now nothing, which it is. And then we're going to go to side lights, left indicator, right indicator. Now you may also hear it's got a beep. The beep is required by law. And then I'm going to put my foot on the brake. And hopefully they're all coming on. Right, thank you for watching. Hope you've learned something or it's of use to you and I haven't just wasted my time. I would have done an outro in the carport, but having to go rescue, I don't think you can see me. One of my parents' car's got a brake fluid light on my dash. Pads have gone low and its level's gone down, so thank you for watching. See you next time.